Hey, Karen Jones here from The Heart Matters with this week's Tasty Tuesday tidbit for women who want to have scrumptious relationships with men. So I hear this story from this woman and it made me think, oh my God, I have got to talk this week about perception, about stories that we make up and how they impact us. So she's telling me the story about this interaction she had with a man with online dating. He had emailed her and they were setting up a date. And so she basically had heard from him twice. And she told me the things that he said. And, she's mentioning what he said, and I'm thinking, well, that sounds lovely, or that sounds innocuous, or whatever. And she was, let's just say, offended. Offended is probably the best word. She was already ready to just, rule this guy out and maybe even, cut off body parts. Wow. She verbatim related what he said, and I'm thinking, how did you hear that he's a control freak who's going to who has no respect for you or whatever? I mean, I was blown away. But then I realized, oh my God, this is happening all over the place. All over the place. A little thing happens and then we just go, we're off and running, aren't we? With whatever that thing means. Now here's the deal. If what you've made up makes you feel expansive and warm and fuzzy and you're more likely to take more risks, you're feeling more loving, excellent! Because you know what? You've made it up anyway. It's completely an invention, what you decided something meant. But if it works that way, go with it. But the other side is usually what's happening more often, which is something happens and we make up a story that brings out our most guarded, our most defended, our most offended, right? Self. I mean, wedge. We want closeness and we're causing the complete opposite. So, here's your assignment for the week, should you choose to accept it. And of course, I hope you do, which is pay attention to the stories that you're making up about what something means, why someone did something, even why you did something. And if it doesn't work, if it doesn't have that expansive, lifts you up kind of a response in you, then change the story. Pick something else that is feasible, something that is possible, and see what happens to you. My God, we can change the quality of our lives just by managing the stories that we tell ourselves. So that's your assignment. Until next time, make it a great one.